Really about River State. The thing about River State is I don't think they are on the news all the time for such good reasons. I mean, at least this year, we've had this state on the news for one chaos or another, one disagreement between one party or another, and for a while that seemed to have been fizzling out into the air. And we thought, you know what, maybe some peace and serenity will be restored back to River State. But I mean, with the current crisis or with the recent thing happening in River State, I mean, we're in for a long ride. That's literally all I can say, because it doesn't look like something that is about to end anytime soon. But let's just get into the conversation now. The crisis erupted across River State's 23 local governments after the expiration of the statutory 3-year tenure of elected local government chairman, vice chairman, and councillors on June 17th. Now, the chairman and the councillors on June 17th, their tenure ought to have been expired, like I just said. And Governor Fubara of River State directed the heads of the local government administration to assume control of the state's 23 councils. Youth from different local government areas seized control of their secretariat, denying the outgoing leadership access to the council secretariat. Now, the police have taken over, all 23 council secretariats, as well as the critical government infrastructure in the state, following the death of 2 persons in Eberu Omumu local government area of the state. And the death of these 2 people, I think they are officers, right? The chaos in the state led to the death of these 2 officers as well. Now, armed youth in riverine areas have threatened to escort the caretaker committees to councils, including confrontation with the outgoing chairman of Ikwere local government area. The governor, Simi Fubara, he assured residents of security measures and urged compliance with legal orders to maintain peace. Now, the face-off between Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, is at center of the current crisis here in River State, because, the River State rep members are telling Fubara, charge Pro Wike, ex-local government area chairman, for treason, because I cannot understand why you have a tenure. Right, that's a time frame where you are called to serve, and then that time elapses and you still want to occupy that office. It baffles me a lot, because again, we have had several conversations here on radio where we're talking about when people see the responsibility, when they fully understand the responsibilities that comes with assuming some of these positions, maybe they might take a step backwards and say, you know what, I probably might not be able to do or function in this capacity, so let me take a step backwards for people who are able to function, people who are able to deliver results. But in an instance where your time has elapsed and you still want to be in that office, it probably means that there's something in the office that you probably do not want to let go. And this is what we have most times with political office holders. This is a public office, right? It is a public office, which means that you work with tenures, right? Stipulated time. If you are re-elected or reappointed into the office, very well, you can continue in that capacity that you're functioning. But if your time elapses and the people say, no, your time has elapsed, leave the office for the next person to assume position, to assume the office, and you still want to be in position and you're causing this chaos, you want to be there at all costs. It tells a lot. It tells a lot about the political situation in that state, the political system here in our country, Nigeria. It is not a public office. It's not a personal office where you hold on to and not wanting to let go. But yes, the opposition lawmakers in the House of Representatives called the governor to charge the 23 former local government chairmen in River State, loyal to the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, for treason. The opposition lawmakers maintained that the ex-council chairmen's attempt to forcefully retain their seats after the constitutional expiration of their 3-year tenure was treasonable. Now, the opposition lawmakers under the umbrella of G60 disclosed this yesterday while addressing a press conference after an emergency meeting here in the city of Abuja. They also commended Fubara and the citizens of River State for resisting the attempt by disgruntled elements to take over the administration of local government councils in breach of the law. This is basically what we'll be talking about here. It is unconstitutional to be found in such an act So I'm guessing that they should be charged, and whatever punishment is set aside for people like this, they should face the wrath of the law, because again, it is a public office, which means that you have no right to hold on to that office, except of course you are reappointed, like I said earlier, or re-elected into that position. And now what many people don't understand is there's a certain performance, you put forth. There's a way someone assumes an office, performs in that office, and when the time elapses, they will re-elect you there because they have seen the dividends of your work. But again, if you have done nothing to sustain your integrity in that office, you have done nothing exceptional to make the people clamor to want to have you back, in that position, and you forcefully want to take it, well, like I said, it's against the law. And I mean, I'm one person following the story closely to see how that pans out, in the coming days. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are about the back and forth happening in Rivers State. I'm supposed to have a guest to help us, dissect on this issue. But until he joins us, we'll take the calls 09073530044 or 09087668888. You can leave us a message on WhatsApp letting us know what your thoughts are on 09097054450. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, man.
Good morning. Is that comrade?
Yes, this is comrade. Good morning, man.
You're back. All right. It's good to have you join us.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
All right. This is comrade Haruna calling you from Kuje.
Good to have you join us.
I just joined in on the last story. I didn't get it there.
No, that's basically it. We're talking Rivers State today.
Oh, okay. Let me comment on the Rivers State issue. Number one, I don't think there's anything treason to those chairmen. Because the governor of that state should be held responsible, and the state INEC, the electoral body of the state, because they have a calendar. Every 4 years, depends on the case, as the case may be. Every 4 years, there should be an election for the local government. Tell me how many states are running elections for the state, for the local government, as we are talking about. The governors are the emperor. Whoever they want to bring in, they call them what the name they use. Those are the guys they put there, and there is no. That's why you see Abuja is congested, because there is no governance in the foot of the state. Most of those days I know when I was in my state code, the local government is very effective. People go to work in the morning. There are other people, and when they pay salary, you feel the impact in the state. But today, as I'm talking to you, there is no elections in the local government as we are talking to you, Matamata. So for them saying those guys are committed treason or what, I don't know the language they are trying to
treasonable offense.
They should go hold the governor, because there is a constitution that says every 4 years there should be an election.
But what if that's what Fubara is trying to do? Because he just assumed position, he just assumed office, right? And he's trying to ensure that
today is a sitting governor, right? And before he became the sitting governor, he's part of the system. He lives in that state. You understand? He knows what's supposed to be done. So for what they should do now, they should create a timetable for the election and let it be open. Other parties should contest. They should go for the field. Then the citizens of Rivers State will now elect whoever that they know that this person can take them to the promised land. Because if you're Matamata, sorry, I'm taking much time. During former President Olusegun Obasanjo, when he was about to go after his 8 years, he was trying to call for tenure. But the House of Assembly go against that. You understand? So there is a power, the kind of enjoyment people earn from public offices, they would not like to live there. Even though they are tenure of elapsed, they would not like to live there. That is my contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you, comrade, for that contribution there. But again, I'd like to say he just assumed office, right? So he probably, he's taking steps, right, to getting it right for the state. But if these people are not even willing to leave office, how can they effect that change? As of now, we see that he has nominated 23 caretaker chairmen for the 23 local government areas, and the full list is being published. They also, the assembly has invited the nominees for screening today by 8 a.m. So it's currently ongoing right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my dear sister Mata.
Alamin, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. I'm calling from Central Area this morning. You see, Mata, two wrong does not make a right.
Okay.
And then, like the saying goes, when two elephants are fighting, it is the ground that suffers for it.
Definitely.
I think we should not excuse Fubara. Fubara is not putting anything in place for the good of Rivers people. No. I mean, the state INEC is very much intact. Even if you take office just last month, you can still conduct local government elections.
Okay.
He has been there for more than 6. He has taken oath of office for more than 8 months and counting. So when you know that the tenure of the caretaker committee, I mean the elected members of the local government council will lapse. You know, what you have done is to prepare and give the directive for a local government election to be conducted. Not you arbitrarily arbitrarily disbanding it in the name of executive order, rendering the local government to a debt and birth certificate, issuing center, rendering a fertile ground to breed unemployment, insecurity, and then you are putting your stooges and your errand boys. In other words, you want to now pocket the local government. We are at a critical time where we all agree that local government autonomy is sacrosanct to our democracy.
Exactly.
And what is even surprising is the people that are in the local government, that this action will be affected the most, that will bear the brunt of the joblessness, that this will the corruption, the siphoning of the local government funds that will affect the most. They are the ones that are being used. So now go and be destroying and be removing. And I say, do Nigerians really want good governance? It is unfortunate that Fubara has made them to believe that Wike is the problem of Rivers. And I've not seen Wike visited Rivers or trying to twist the arm of the government. The government has not come out to say this is what Wike is doing. So, I mean, from administration, he's just chasing shadow. And he's instigating and misleading his people to the abyss, to the Bermuda Triangle, if I may. There's nothing Fubara has done nothing that suggests that it is truly for the good of Rivers people. What is only after is the legacy of Wike to destroy it. And at the end of the day, if you spend your 4 years, attacking your benefactor, no matter how we look at it, without Wike's support, it will not be where it is today. Again, my appeal to the Rivers people, this is not about Wike war. You can have your disagreement, but when you're talking of the good and development and progress of your state, what you should put pressure on Fubara to conduct local government elections with immediate alacrity. Not putting in place an illegal caretaking committee that will be answerable to him, that will be giving them crumbs out of the one that is coming from the park. If they don't do this, then they are shortchanging themselves.
Right.
And it is also unfortunate that the opposition in the state, the APC, the Labour Party are also quiet. As if they are enjoying it. For them, it is an attack on Wike, and since Wike is the common enemy, that is what our politics has been reduced to, politics of bitterness. I want to take my own pound of flesh. It is not about good governance, and it's not looking good. The militants are now carrying arm in Rivers State. If the president do not intervene, he has every capacity to destabilize our oil production.
All right.
Because Rivers is very strategic. The president must go for the arm. If the governor cannot do the right thing, the president should force his hand to do the right thing through the law.
Thank you so much, Alamin. Thank you for that contribution right there. I would agree with you that the autonomy of the local government is quite sacrosanct, because again, we have raised complaints here. We have talked many times about how the the state governors not letting the local governments to perform, affects the system in the state. Because again, if we hold everybody, or if we hold the state accountable, leaving the local government chairman, leaving the responsibilities of the local government. Olachide is one person who has said that countless times, and then the state pushes it up to the federal government, would have like a vicious circle where nothing really gets solved. Everyone just keeps pushing the blame around until it becomes too common, and then we forget about it, which is one thing that we see always in this system. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Masa.
Welcome, and thanks for joining us on the show.
It's John calling from Suleja.
All right, welcome on board, John. Let's hear you.
Let me use the word that Islam Dara. It's all about system, and a very good system working for everybody. Strong institution, as you rightly put it. Strong institution, this man have not violated. You say everybody maybe supporters are addressing in this very platform. People have done the same. Whatever this Fubara is doing, they cooperate from there. Whatever, and some other governors are doing the same thing. And just it made it point clear. When your tenure expires, you need to go. And the election will be conducted. If you are not, if there is other parties, you can join and contest the election, and if the elected you back, fine and good. Let them allow peace to reign. All this drama of rivers all the time and rivers all the time is simple because we don't have a very strong institution in this country. Anything goes. Anybody can rise up at any time and do whatever you need. And everybody is flouting constitution. I don't think whether there is constitution anywhere, because the way the governors, let me generalize now that the governors, the way they do their best, the way they treat local government is quite unfortunate. We don't know whether the local government exists in existence anymore. They will do whatever they like, and what are the money allocated to local government? Nowhere to be accounted. Local government, there is too much to do in local government. Even at the state level, they do whatever they want to do. They are not paying police, they are not paying army, and what is this money? And you cannot give account. So, what I'm appealing to those local government chairman that was just relieved of their post to go and relax. Make the nation be done. Make the people have their peace for once. They cannot be here and begin to disturb the people of Rivers State, because I know what the other one going to be a local government chairman that are dancing this dance on the road. There is something that is beating the drum inside the bush. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution. Right, let's head out on a very short break, and when we get back, we'll keep up this conversation. Please keep it locked in.
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080 3596 5170 080 3596 5170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Through our research and policy memos, we have identified the challenges facing youth civic participation. Now, it's time to equip you with the tools you need to engage with government agencies and elected leaders effectively. Are you tired of feeling sidelined in the governance process? Do you want to make a difference in your community? Don't let your voice go unheard. Tune into Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Civic Marches and be part of the movement for a more inclusive, accountable, and transparent government. Our mission is clear: to bridge the gap between citizens and government, ensuring that public resources are located to address your priorities. The Civic Marches is sponsored by ProMed Foundation, with the support of the Nigerian Youth Futures Front, NYFF.
We play those songs. The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. You're still tuning to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Your radio experience you can count on is 18 minutes to the hour of 11. And yes, of course, it's still the General Open Banters. And what we're talking about today is basically River State. And now, this crisis in River State, it has significant implications for Nigerians' democracy. And this is one thing that I am particularly worried about. You know, the first time when they had this crisis between both Simi Fubara and the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, this is the same thing that was my concern. You know, the implication of this crisis, the implication of this chaos happening in River State to our democracy. And one thing I think is the most will be political polarization. The conflict, you know, exacerbates political divisions. It creates an us versus them kind of mentality. And when there's always that kind of mentality being spread across people and spread across a state, there's no unity anymore. No unity anymore. So the governor and the state will not even be able to move forward, because when we have us versus them, hindering, you know, collaboration between both parties, between people, between systems and structures in that state, you know, it collapses the democratic system. And then, of course, the erosion of trust. The crisis undermines trust in democratic institutions, political parties, and the electoral process as a whole. Because if, you know, the law says conduct elections 4 years after, and nothing is being done to that effect, and the constitution of your state says after 4 years your tenure elapses, and no one is agreeing to that, it means everybody just gets up and everyone does whatever it is that they're satisfied with, you know, without having in mind what the effect of that will be to our democracy. And I'm hoping that this is resolved pretty fast. Like Alamin said, something needs to be done. And if the both of them, or if, you know, the entire state are not going to call themselves to order, then the president, you know, might need to intervene, you know, eventually. Let's have a few more contributions. Hello, good morning to you. Yes, welcome. No. Your network is bad. I can hear that noise in the background. Okay, please call me back because it's having this very distorting sound. I might not be able to hear anything you're saying. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Masa.
Welcome, Bibi Blessing. Thanks for
happy holiday for Salah.
Please.
Welcome back for Salah.
Me, did I go?
God bless you.
I did not go.
Even though you know go, at least you chop meat now.
I said, you know, blessing.
Forget. I don't want wait.
Exactly.
My name is Bibi Blessing. If you are still saying I still they talk about Liver State, I wonder, is he only there? Is it me say no elderly people for Liver State where go fit call these people under? Is it me say this governor, no governor, they just buy the elder people there, they cannot even talk? Is it me say money stop losses, they use money by their mouth? I don't really understand. When you dey for the first, when you reach 60, when you dey for position, I know, always tell myself, you dey position, day. A day will come when you go comot there. But because of the bad thing wey they are doing, they don't want to comot. The self no go tell them say one day you go comot for that seat. And they tell you the truth. The self wey they get, they not even say they go die one day. They go think say that their permanent place. Wey be say person do for 4 years, 8 years. You see say you want to sit that day. You be like say they no get direct people for that place. Me they say they just enter that position. They go invite the elderly people for them wey they dey for the village wey they supposed to get now. They go use money from their mouth. Even though they see what is bad, they cannot fit talk. If they talk, maybe they go dey after them. That is why they cannot get mad. If this kind of thing dey happen, no be until president come approve mouth. President na dey go back there. President na dey stay there. That's why we are making mouth now. Make everybody stay for his state. Make the people what do you want? Go and meet your governor. This is what I want for my state. You do it. Without you not do, you cannot move. Go outside the state. Go anywhere. Because that person you are moving to, you are not a person like you. They there to kill his state your under. Is it me every day, liver state for what now? Thank God this man do say no for that reason for them. That is what is happening now. I cannot bow down for you. Let me serve the people that bought me there. If our vote cat, all this will not happen. We go blame anarchy. Let our vote be cat. let the people for the state be hearing, let them bust their voice out. What if be all this nonsense na every day Rivers State? Abeg make na let them be. Make we tackle the organ wey dey for Nigeria. No be here in Rivers State every day.
All
if
right.
you don stay for ten ors, comot there go and sit for your father's house. There.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for that contribution there. When your time elapses, the right thing to do would be, to leave. But in an instance where nobody's willing to leave, what happens next? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Martha.
Hi, Salasi. Good morning to you.
I greet BB Blessing, the woman of Mac Reform, Comrade Haruna from Kuje. I greet you.
All right, let's go.
I want to talk about what is happening in Rivers State. There is this adage and Hausa that they say, Impera the Sata, the dumb man at the Wari. Say that, simple saying that if we are, they attack, they say the rock skill, the dawa to the smell. So it's both the local government chairman, the caretaker committees, and the governor. Governor is supposed to know, knowing fully well that in the next 3 years, state government, the local government chairman tenure is 3 years, not even 4 years. Martha. Confirm. Even Abuja here is 3 years. Once after 3 years, even they were even yearning that they're supposed to be 4 years. The same as governors. That's what they're trying to even push for the amendment of the law. So what I see there is that Fubara knowing fully well that these people tenure will elapse at social time. What he should have done, he should have conducted the local government election, so that the other people will be waiting immediately. They finish, they will hand over to them. But he couldn't do that because most of the governors are fond of appointing caretaker committee. They put their friends and their loved ones in order to be in charge of the local ones.
Yes, that happens a lot.
It happens a lot, Martha. That is why some governor will spend 8 years without election. They will say caretaker committee, and which is not supposed to be so. Thank you. So these are the challenges that has been happening. I hope they will do something about this election, and I hope River is a central place that we don't want anything to happen to River. You see River, you see Lagos, you see Kano, and other places. Please. Something needs to be done. Thank you, Martha.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that contribution to Lassie. And yes, of course, you see the caretaker thing. I know particularly for Kogi State, you'd see they'll set up a caretaker committee, caretaker chairman. They would be chairman for another 4 to 6, 8 years. They're still caretakers, having a full tenure and even more of a local government chairman, yes, have the full tenure and even more, and still we'll call them local government. We'll call them caretakers. Well, I mean, this entire thing, it's something that we want to see that it comes to an end completely, because the actions of these political actors in Rivers State just demonstrated disregard for legal procedures and undermining the rule of law and democratic norms, which is not what we want to be. Now, remember, we're talking about our core values, who we ought to be as Nigerians. We're a lot more orderly than this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mata.
Morning to you. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you. This is Samuel on the line, calling from Napo.
Good to have you. Talk to me.
God bless the last caller and blessing. Mata. There's something, I will not blame anybody, but I will only blame the INEC because they are the problem of what we are facing right now. Because if that kind of thing is happening, it's not for people to come out and to do it. Who put it there? They are the cause of the problem. So some people will come out and give them money. They'll silent. They'll be there. Like say, is their father territory. This is a nation. No one has this nation. It's only God. So you will not come and guide the nation that you do this, you do the by your power. No. If this kind of thing is causing problem, not calling the president to call, is the network. Instead of if you're telling us, go, let another person take over. It's a simple. It's a simple matter. But you see the matter okra grows. The group passing on because you go sit down and cut am. So the nation is too big for woman being. The nation is too big. I can't imagine if God is human being like us, how the head will turn to matter.
Well, that's
so
a question.
So all this thing is, I blame the INEC. To me, I blame the INEC because he's the one causing. They are the one causing all these things. Somebody will sit down and sit 8 years, 7 years to 4 years without doing nothing, and you know that the person internal has finished. Based on what you are eating from there, you keep it there, you keep quiet. So what the citizens have to do is to remain and do what they want to do. I'm just saying what that is going on. But now I was like, matter. Let me ask someone to come because I don't want to put Nigeria thing into my head right now.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us regardless. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hello. That's me, Ogbonna Jackson. It's been a minute.
I will keep on making me wonder.
Ogbonna Jackson, can you perhaps move to a better place because it's so difficult to hear you here. There's this very. It's still like that. Oh no, it's not better. No. It's not better at all. Please, can you call us back? Call us back, please. I want to hear from you. It's been a minute. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Mata.
Good morning. Okay, Chuku.
Mata,
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You guys are coming out today because of River State.
That is it.
It's good to have you. Let's hear you.
River State is one of the states that, in Nigeria, it doesn't play with it. For me, I'm advising Wike should just leave this man alone. Because this is how they will be dragging. At the end, you'll see talk everywhere. Before you know, the militants will start using bullets.
But in this entire case, I don't think I've heard Wike's voice, throughout this crisis. It's just the local government chairman now.
That is the problem. You see, one thing I just want to say, all these things are the problem of highness. And even for me, I'm still blaming the federal government. You see, when something is, when you are starting something, you are looking at that thing as if that thing will not implicate anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end, if you want, sometimes court will give order, release somebody. The federal government will say no. The INEC will go, and at the end, if there was election, if she said they would declare the winner, they would declare another person winner. They will tell you to go to court. All these things are the problem that is leading to all these things. That somebody will rule finish, his tenure has ended, he refused to go out from the chair. This problem that is coming, this River State one is small one. I'm telling you, keep watching because they are destroying the nation gradually. You understand me? But if the law is working.
Oh no, okay, Chuku. Thank you for joining us today. Hello, good morning.
Anything that has me from the society.
Ogbonna Jackson, good to have you back. Let's hear you.
I need to say very difficult. This thing has been that has implemented. They have been testing it. They are not talking about the message of the from my friends, the many years later than myself. Even the business up and down, I had one from my place.
Hello, Ogbonna Jackson. Hello? Can you call us on the other line? Is it possible to call us on the other line? I don't know what's the problem, but the network is terrible over there. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Hello, my name is Barita. I'm calling from airport.
Very well. Welcome aboard. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, the focus of my attention is not that this River State saga is actually making the wicked not to focus enough attention on the challenges and the problems in the federal capital territory. This is the foremost African country a black crown country in the world. And he has been given the assignment of revamping, overhauling the federal capital territory. Yet his eyes are still on River State government. If we had a civil agreement with the His Excellency Mr. Obama, I don't know, whatever agreement, but this guy has been injured. It's not to make the toll of the residents of FCT to suffer. But I'm sure that attention given to River State should have been focused on federal capital territory, low-cost housing, water, electricity, roads, and so on, education. Understand? So please, the Supreme Court, although I'm mistaken, has not decided. The Supreme Court is yet to come up with the decision on the case that to court. That is the allocation of revenue to the government. Let's wait for that decision. And of course, I want to advise Wike, Mr. Wike, I'm giving him due respect to focus because River State is not the personal property. They have done well now. I'm not disputing that, but you should respect the constitution.
All right.
It's over. That Nigeria can move forward.
All right. Thank you so much.
Please.
Thank you so much. God bless you too. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Let's take one more, and then I promise we'll be out here. We have this message on WhatsApp. He says, this is Ima, future president. Hi, Ima. He says, I'm really not happy over what is happening in River State. Wike should allow peace to reign in that state for God's sake. He has done his own. He should allow this young man to govern this state in peace. Wike is influencing those chairmen not to leave the seat after the expiration of their tenure. And that is causing a lot of chaos there. Wike is behind all this. We've been blaming Wike for everything. And these people are adults, remember. Can they be pushed? Can they be tossed around? They are adults, and I'm sure that they know what is obtainable in that state and what they should and shouldn't do. This one says, good morning, my one and only beautiful sister Martha. Good morning to you. He says, I'm listening from Nasarawa State, and the former local government chairman are relying on the law made by the assembly members, not recognized by the governor, which extended the local government chairman by 6 months. This is Tekimbi Hundu. I'm not sure I quite understand that, but thank you so much to everyone who came out to contribute to the general open banters today. Now, it is important that we have this conversation. Yes, I always need to reiterate that fact, because this issue in River State, right, if it is left unresolved, the crisis has the potential of escalating. And if this escalates, it can threaten national security, democratic stability in Nigeria, and then economic stability as well, because that place, contributes largely to Nigeria's economy. So yes, it is important that we have this conversation. Time in, time out. Thank you, every single person. Again, I'll see you in the next hour. There, we're talking agropreneur, and I have my guest already seated somewhere within the premises, and he'll be joining me right shortly in the studio. Thank you so much again. I'll see you shortly. Keep it locked in. We'll be right back.
Why would he expect me to make all the sacrifices?
She doesn't seem to get that I really love her.
You're